Hi everyone, it's Liz from the library. I really can't tell you how much we miss you. We are hoping that we will see everybody soon, but while we're all inside, I just wanted to reach out and maybe recommend some things that you can do at home that are available through the library. So hopefully there will be more of these videos to come, but I'm going to start by recommending a book. I went through my personal collection and I came across a book I haven't read in a long time, but that I loved when I read it. It is this book, Wonder Show by Hannah Barnaby. She actually wrote this because she was doing a lot of research at the public library about circus performers and carnival people who work at carnivals and what used to be called freak shows. So she took all of that research and her own fascination with it, and she put it into this book. This book is about a 14-year-old girl whose mother died and whose father abandoned her, and she ends up at an orphanage with a really cruel headmaster that they call Mister. And eventually she escapes, and she joins up with a traveling show called Wonder Show, which is filled with very interesting characters, people who are outcasts from society. There is a bearded lady. There are people who are covered head to toe in tattoos. There are people who eat fire and swords, and they become kind of an adoptive family for her while she is on this journey to try and find her father. So it's this book that is definitely quirky, and it manages to be both a little spooky and sad at the same time that it is uplifting and sentimental. And I think you will find you will fall in love with the main character in this book. But actually the book will go back and forth from different perspectives. So you'll get a chance to hear even from some of the other characters in the book, including Mister. So I wanted to read a little section of it for you, give you a sense of what the book feels like. Though I would just generally say, if you were a fan of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, this is kind of a similar type of book with some of the same themes. So you might dig this book too. So this is a chapter from Portia's point of view. And here it goes. I may not have been easy to care for, but I was surely not a wayward girl. I knew exactly where I wanted to be, and it wasn't sleeping in a cabin at the bottom of Mister's hill, picking apples from his gnarled trees, sewing uniforms until my fingers went numb, pretending to be grateful because he fed me and put a leaking roof over my head. Of course, I'd been nothing but a thorn in his side since I'd arrived, a fact that gave me particular pleasure, I confess. I was good at thinking of games for the little girls to play with sticks and apples, which chafed Mister to no end, because to him apples equaled money. I told ghost stories and tall tales in the sewing room, and most girls couldn't listen and sew at the same time. And girls not working equaled nothing for Mister's bank account. I wasn't afraid of him because I thought I had nothing to lose. I finally talked Caroline into moving up to Mister's, and I wouldn't have believed it possible, but working up there made me miss the bunkhouse. Maybe I'd gotten too used to the sound of a dozen girls sleeping around me. Or maybe the house had absorbed something of Mister's wicked little soul. He inhabited the place as if it had always been his, as though he would live forever within its steady walls, like he hadn't crouched in the shadows waiting for his mother to die so he could spring on the carcass of her life and feast on what was left. Perhaps that sounds a bit dramatic. I've been accused of worse things than embellishing the truth. I'm even guilty of some of them. Whatever my sins, I am no liar. Not anymore. And I tell you true, there was something festering in the heart of that house. So I hope that gets you interested in this book, which I gotta tell you, I find there is something to love and ponder and think about and talk with other people about on every single page. This is available through Hoopla, which if you have not downloaded, go download it right now. So you can put it on your phone, you can put it on another device, but with your library card, you're gonna have access to books like this, and you're also gonna have access to movies and audiobooks and other stuff. So there's a whole world out there waiting for you on Hoopla with your library card. Let us know that you're listening. Let us know what you'd like to see from us, and we're happy to make more videos and try and connect to you while we're all stuck inside. Hope you're doing well. Bye.